Yep. So sorry, Doc Sons, you're on mute.
Okay. Thank you so much, our President, Dr. Raby, from Vista, for that. So once again, welcome, good afternoon, PSQ Nation. Happy Friday. And today is the last day of the week, and we will end it with a productive learning activity. And welcome to the 11th webinar session organized by the Philippine Society for Equality. And we are live via Facebook and YouTube. Please be informed that this webinar is recorded for documentation purposes. And I will be your host for today's activity. I am Dr. Jandra Maningas, the Vice President for Philippine Quality Administration of the Philippine Society for Quality. So how are you, PSQ Nation? Can you comment in your comment chat or in your comment section of your whatever virtual space you are using, whether it be Facebook or YouTube? Can you comment where are you located at the moment? Good afternoon to Reina Mercedes. Hi, ma'am. Can you comment your location at this moment so we would know how far have we reached in terms of this Philippine Society for Quality 11th webinar session? Good afternoon, Sir Dr. Paso. Good afternoon. RJ, hi, hello. Merienda while learning from Calamba City. Thank you so much. And fresh from Subic Bay, Ma'am Gemma Dizon. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for tuning in to our 11th webinar session. Sir RJ Cortez is viewing from Camarines Sur, Bicol. Okay. So this afternoon, we are bringing you a topic that is relevant and timely, titled Igniting Transformation Within You. Our speaker's personal mission is to ignite transformation in individuals and teams in their journey towards breakthroughs and discoveries through coaching, mentoring, and training. She holds a degree in management of financial institutions from De La Salle University, Manila. She is a registered financial planner, a fellow, Life Management Institute, DISC certified, and has over 24 years of experience in learning and development, especially in the fields of sales, sales management, and leadership. She has led multiple corporate positions, including current role as Associate Director for AIA Philippines Academy. She leads with a clear mission and vision, out of the box strategies, and structured systems that allowed her team to achieve breakthrough amidst the pandemic. She has influenced the culture of intentional learning, ownership, agility, and collaboration within and across business units. She is certified in applied neuroscience at the Neuroscience School Montreal, Canada. She is a professional certified coach and a member of the International Coaching Federation. She has more than 5 years of professional coaching experience. She is one of the executive coaches in Benchmark Consulting and has been serving as one of the coaches in Bravely, a US based company that connects people to on demand coaching. As a professional coach, she has partnered with leaders of different levels in the growth, development, and expansion of their teams and businesses. Her coaching impact, as described as one of her coaches, is summarized in this one statement. The life of a person is measured not with years, but with the footprint that she leaves with other people's lives through thoughts and hearts. She hopes to leave a footprint in every coach's journey towards being who they were truly designed to be. Without further ado, please welcome our speaker for this afternoon, Miss Mariel Tablan. Good
Hello,
afternoon, Miss
hello.
Mariel. Good
Hi, Doc Sans.
afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. So, hello everyone. Ano ba? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no? From depending on where you're joining us from. So today we will be talking about igniting transformation within you. So what better way to start our session is kasi igniting transformation is about going beyond what you imagine you can do. Igniting transformation means trying things that are new, having new experiences, challenging yourself. So, for today, what I would like to start with is instead of using yung usual stories to start the conversation or to start the workshop, instead of using a quote to start our conversation or our workshop, I would like to also challenge myself. Okay ba yon? Igniting transformation is about, challenging yourself. And that's how I want to start our conversation. So let me start with this song. And if you know the song, I'll flash the lyrics. So if you know the song, please feel free to sing with me. Because to me, this is about igniting transformation within you. So sabi niya, Katy Perry, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine just on the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Make them go, ah, 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 as you shoot across the sky. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. In the next 30 to 45 minutes, we will be talking about igniting that light that begins your journey towards transformation. But syempre, before we start, I would like everyone to be intentional. No? I would like everyone to be intentional. To maximize the 30 to 45 minutes that we have, I want you to determine what outcome do you want from today's session. So that, after the 30 to 45 minutes of our conversation, it is very clear to you, okay, what did I get out of this? Was my 30 to 45 minutes worth it? What did I get out from this workshop that I can use? I don't know, beginning today, beginning next week, beginning next year. Maybe you're planning for, your year for 2023. So I would like that to come from you. What outcome do you want from today's session? Tingnan natin. Let's see, let's check if, there are any comments coming in. What is that outcome that you want? Maybe you've been thinking about a goal and you've been trying for so long to start, or you've been trying so long to really progress. Maybe you've started, but the progress is not yet there, or it's not where you want it to be. And maybe you want to pick up a few tips today that can help you in your progress towards that goal. So what is that outcome? What do you want to get out of today's session? Yan. Let me see. Let me see. Are there any comments coming in? Para siguradong sulit, no, yung oras ninyo with us. So while we're waiting for the chat to come, no, I think merong 10 seconds delay before we can see your comments, no, whether that's coming from YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So let me know kung meron mga pumapasok dyan. So next. So I hope you're able to write that down. So if you were not able to put that, no, in the comment, I hope for every question that I have for you, write it down. Write your answers down, because this session is for you. No, this session is for you to be able to start that change that maybe you've been wanting for quite some time now. Okay, let me just read. Reina Mercedes, sabi niya, the year is about to end. Yes, and 2023 is near. So how do I stay on track with my goals and start again? Ayan, thank you. Thank you so much. So later, we will break that down further into with the so many goals that you have in mind, that you have in your heart. What is that one thing that you want to start with? We will go to that later, Reina. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's be intentional again. Let's continue, okay? So again, I hope even if you are not able to put your comments down, I hope you wrote down your answer to the question, what outcome do you want from today's session? So let's continue. Let's continue to be intentional para sulit yung oras mo in the next 30 to 45 minutes to make this workshop successful. For you, not for me, for you. What are you willing to commit to maximize your attendance today? What are you willing to commit? So very often when we attend online sessions like this, 'di ba, we do something else. We check emails. We are, we're reading messages. Probably if you have a team, maybe your direct reports are sending you messages, or your boss is sending you messages, so you're trying to answer those, trying to check your email, you're trying to do a lot of things. So para ma-maximize mo yung 30 to 45 minutes, commit ka. What are you willing to commit in the next 30 to 45 minutes? Anyway, you've decided to be here already, di ba? So, what are you willing to commit? So that this session will be successful for you, and you will be able to get the outcome that you wrote down earlier, no, at the end of our session. So again, yeah, focus. Thank you. Sabi ni I hope I'm reading this correctly. Manoj, activate participants. Yan, active participants. Sabi ni Annalyn, stay focused, full attention to this session. Yes, alam nyo ba, neuroscience is telling us that multitasking is really, it's not true. You can't really listen to this session and at the same time also use your mind to answer emails or answer messages, no? So multitasking is truly a myth. So focus, full attention. Yes, thank you so much, because after all, this session is for you. So what are we waiting for? Let's start igniting transformation. What I'm about to share with you are what I learned. No, this did not come from one book, but it came from a lot of things that I learned all throughout the years, and of course, based on experience as well. So just to simplify how to ignite transformation within you, I will be sharing with you 4 P's. 4 P's. Okay, so 4 P's. Let's start with the first P. If you were a sculptor, just imagine yourself, you're a sculptor, and you have a chisel, and you can chisel your way into who you want to become, or who you were designed to be. How would that look like? How would that look like? Sige nga. Sige nga, I would like to get some comments from you guys. If you can, just choose the shape of who you are, how would that look like? Will you look like this person in the picture? Diba? Will you look like him? Will you look like, I don't know, your favorite K-pop superstar? Or your Korean novela superstar? So if you can chisel your way into becoming who you truly were designed to be, how would that look like? Ako, for me, it would look like someone who can create opportunities for just about everyone I work with. Create opportunities for my direct reports, opportunities for growth, opportunities to challenge themselves, create opportunities for our agency leaders, for the sales managers in our organization, creating opportunities to expand their businesses. At home, it's about creating opportunities for learning, helping my kids discover a lot of things that they are capable of, but haven't tried yet. So to me, that's how I want to chisel my way into becoming who I was destined to be. Creating, connecting with people, human to human, even if we're online. Ano pa, loving and appreciating things around me, people around me, blessings. Instead of looking for what's not there, I will make use of what is available. Maximize what is available. Create something beautiful out of what's available. So that's me. That's me. How about you? How about you? If you were a sculptor, how would that look like if you were to chisel your way into the person who you were truly designed to be? Baka makatulong to. Perhaps the next slide can help you. Usually, when we talk about goals, when we talk about who do I want to be, most people, no, just think about career. Most people just think about, okay, family. But when we talk about life that you were designed to live, we are looking at the whole person. We're taking into consideration your life, your whole being, not just your work as a not just your role as a mom, not just your role as a leader in your organization. No, it's not about that. It's about it's about a whole person concept. So going back to my question earlier, if you were a sculptor and you can design the self that you were truly designed to be, you were truly meant to be. Looking at this wheel, this is your wheel of life, by the way, and it represents all aspects of your life. Using this wheel, how would that look like? What, if you are at point A right now, what would point B look like? If you were to choose in the wheel of life aspects that you want to work on, beginning today maybe, or beginning next week, or beginning 2023, what would where would you start in terms of your wheel of life? So Florante said, a great motivator of my students. I love that. Thank you so much. A great motivator of my students. How about the others? Do we still have any comments coming in? If not, I as I've mentioned earlier, I hope you're writing this down. Okay. So going back to your wheel of life, Florante, a great motivator of my students. Where in the wheel of life will that, will that belong to? Being a great motivator, is that career? Maybe, I don't know, but you choose where it's supposed to be. Reina said health preparation for retirement. Yeah, and I love that. Health and then preparation for retirement. So that would be health, and then preparation for retirement would be what? Would it be money? Would it be personal growth? So saan yun, Reina Mercedes? Saan yun? So once you have identified, no, in the wheel of life what you want to focus on for 2023. So thank you, Florante. Florante said career, I'm great motivator of my students. So for the others, I hope again you are writing this down and you are choosing which areas of your life you would want to work on beginning 2023 or beginning today. Ba? Beginning today, pwede rin naman. So okay, Genevieve. Genevieve Maydorin said health as well. Ayan, marami din. Ako rin actually, meron din akong health. So, if that is your goal for next year, or maybe again, starting today, if that's your goal, starting today, sa tingin nyo, what is the first P that we are talking about? Di naman pwedeng pole, 'di ba? So what is another term for goal? The first P to ignite transformation is purpose. Clarity of your purpose, clarity of where you want to be, clarity of the life that you want to live. That is the first P and the most important P. Because you can have a plan, you can have a process in place, you can have a system in place, but if you forget why you started in the first place, if you forget why this goal is important to you, what's the purpose of everything that you're doing, yun yung dun dumadating yung panahon na you feel demotivated. Sometimes you feel that your energy is at a low point already. So the first P to igniting transformation is purpose. And you may want to continue asking yourselves the following questions. Okay? If you were to fully live your life, what is the first change you would start to make? So we have participants here who already mentioned career. That's the first change. Health, that's the first change. How about the others? Is it about money? Is it about families? Is it about learning how to take care of yourself, fun and leisure? Is it about personal growth? Because maybe that's something that you were not able to work on this year or in the past 2 years. Or maybe you've had too much of it already and now it's time for you to act on it, to implement, and make use of that personal growth to advance the other aspects of your life. So, what is that first change that you would like to make? Next question that you should be asking yourself, why is it important to you? It's not just because you want to grow, or Or it's not just because you want to earn more if it's about money. It's not just about, no, because if it's career related, it's not just about I want to be promoted. That's the result. Why is it important for you to achieve that purpose? Why? What's behind the goal of being promoted, having a better career, being a motivator of your students? What's behind that? So keep asking yourself why. And I learned this when I attended the session back in 2021, 7 levels deep. Ask yourself why 7 times until wala ka nang masagot. Until, you have nothing else to answer. Ask yourself why 7 times. And at the end of that, maybe that's, the deepest reason why this goal is important to you. Health. Why do you want to take care of your health? Why is that the number one goal that you have for 2023? Why? Kung ako yon, if that were me, if health is my number one goal for 2023, because I have 2 kids and they're still very young, they're teenagers, and taking better care of myself means in the future I will be a part of all the milestones that they will experience. I will be a part of, their life, the different life stages that they will experience. I will be a part of them graduating from college, getting married, having their first child. So that's the why behind why is it important for me to take care of my health. So find that because that is the source of your motivation, the meaning of what of the goal, the meaning of the purpose. Purpose and meaning is very very important because nobody else can motivate you. It's only you who can motivate yourself. So purpose and meaning is at the heart of that motivation. So why is it important to you? Ask yourself 7 times until wala ka nang masagot. Next, if you achieve this, what would it do for you? What would it do for you? Will you feel better? Will you feel younger? Will you have more energy? So I'm just using health for our example. Will you have more energy to do more things, to do passion projects, to start new hobbies? So if you achieve that goal of health or career, what would it do for you? So PNC Kabuyao said, mind setting is your goal for 2023. Tama ba? Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. And mind setting, we will talk about that later. Genevieve said peace of mind. So I think this is the answer. This is your answer to if you achieve this, what would it do for you? Peace of mind, priceless. You cannot buy peace of mind. If we can only buy it, every one of us will have peace of mind. So if you achieve your goal, you get peace of mind, priceless, 'di ba? Walang kapalit yun. So, it's very important that you answer the question, what would it do for you? What else? What is the impact to others? What is the impact to others? So, just like what I said earlier, if I am healthier, I live longer, I live a better life because I'm healthier. What's the impact to others? Impact to my children, I get to live long enough to celebrate milestones with them. What else? I also have the energy. I also have the energy to do a lot of other things. Like I can wake up at 5 in the morning every day and do my coaching sessions at 6 and 7 a.m. in the morning and still do my AIA job from 9 to 6 and still have time for the family in the evening. So that is the impact to others. So again, these are just my examples because these are coming from my experiences, but I want you to think about yours. So when you achieve your goal, what's the impact to others? When I say others, children mo ba to, family, parents, friends, significant other, teams, boss, your organization. So, what is the impact to others? And of course, other aspects of your life. Like I said earlier, will you have more time and more energy to do your passion projects, to start new hobbies, to to start an advocacy maybe, or to join teams or groups with the same advocacy? What is that? So again, I hope you are writing down your answers because I can only share with you a formula that worked for me, but for it to work for you, there has to be clarity of your own purpose. So let's just quickly go through the comments. And PNC Kabuyao said, purpose is equal to self-worth, meaning in life. Yes, purpose gives meaning to our life. Sabi nga, making purpose is the difference between making a living and making a life. Which of the two would you want to have in your life? Making a living or making a life? Ako making a life. That sounds more meaningful and impactful, right? So, Jenny Kalot said in the comment, stable work for financial security and support children's schooling. Yan ang goal. That's your goal, Jenny, for 2023. So I hope again you are answering the questions as we discuss it. So the first P to igniting transformation is purpose, clarity of your purpose, and these are the questions that may start, no, that may help you in terms of gaining that clarity and finding out what is the deepest level of why that you have, so that every day you will feel motivated. You don't have to depend on a video to motivate you. You will have your own motivation, because this is about your life, it's about your children, it's about your health, it's about your career, it's about the students that you want to have impact on. So diba, no need for other things to motivate you. The motivation will come from you if your purpose is very clear. And another important question, which sometimes we don't think about, because when we start thinking about it, other people say, don't be negative, just think positive. But it's very, very important that you also think about this. The last question to help you gain that clarity in terms of your purpose is, if you don't achieve it, what are you giving up? What are you giving up? What's the risk? What will be the challenges? What are you giving up? What are you tolerating if you don't achieve the goal? So very important that we are ready, right? If you achieve it, what will happen? If you don't achieve it, what will happen? Which picture looks better for you? Achieving it or not achieving it? All right? So clarity of purpose is very, very important. And that is our first P to igniting transformation. Sabi nga dito, always be rooted in your purpose. Always be rooted in your purpose. Because the heart of human excellence begins when you discover a pursuit that absorbs you, challenges you, and gives you a sense of meaning, joy, or passion. And this starts with your wheel of life. This starts with how you want to design your life. And this starts with you having that very clear purpose beginning today, moving towards 2023. So first P, purpose. Let's move on to the second P of igniting transformation. To ignite transformation, ako based on experience, no, the past 2 years, I think we all had our own challenges, right? We all had our own challenges. So for me, the lowest point in my life emotionally and in terms of mind and heart, no? Mind, body, and spirit. Not so much of the body, but because of the heart, yung body sumusunod. Eh. Past 2 years were very, very challenging for me. I think it was the hardest, it was the hardest experience I had to go through past 2 years. So dumating yung point, dumating yung point in the past 2 years that in the middle of meetings, I would cry. Eh, di ba lockdown tayo, so your boss can't see you. It's just you're on video call, but all the videos are turned off. So I was at a very low point in my life, that in the middle of a meeting, I would cry. I couldn't sleep at night. I worry. I don't worry about the job. I just worry. I don't know why. I couldn't concentrate. I didn't have the appetite to eat. So I've never experienced that before. So because that was new for me, na-alarm ako, no? I was really scared. And inisip ko, why is this happening to me? Why am I so stressed? Why am I crying in the middle of the day when nothing is happening? It's just a meeting. So why am I so stressed? Is this burnout? I don't know. But I had to make a decision to ignite transformation. I didn't like the feeling. I didn't like the space, the headspace where I was coming from at that time. So I took it upon myself to look for things that can help me, learnings that can help me, insights, perspectives, people that can help me. So to ignite transformation, my second tip to you is apply intentional learning. So for me, without thinking, when I saw that the Tony Robbins virtual live session was made available, last year, towards the last quarter of last year, it was made available, live virtual session, and it was made more economical than the usual, di ba? The usual kasi you have to go there. You have to go to where he is, attend the 4-day live session face-to-face, and, that would entail fare, di ba? A lot of cost, plane fare, hotel, pagkain mo pa, etc. So when I saw this, it was offered virtual live training, talagang si Tony Robbins talaga, without thinking, I really enrolled. And I talked to my boss and explained to my boss what's happening to me. I was very open with him and I shared with him, I gotta do this. I need to take this break. And I'm using this 4-day, it was a 4-day virtual session. We started at 8 a.m. Sometimes we end at 8 p.m. So it was a 4-day virtual session. And I told him, I need to take a break and need to fully focus on this. So I don't know what's happening to me and I want to take charge. I want to be in charge again. So intentional learning played a big, big role on how I was able to thrive, not just survive, thrive in the past 2 years and until now. So when we talk about intentional learning, it's about having a clear goal of what you want to learn. Because you know that what you will learn here, you can apply in whatever you want to achieve, in whatever goal you have set for the year. So, intentional learning means you are motivated by a clear intention and it is goal oriented. It's not just about, okay, attend ako niyan, attend ako nito, and then, after attending so many sessions, you feel good, but what did I really apply, right? Sometimes we stop and think about that. What did I really apply? I've attended so many sessions already. So it is important that we all apply intentional learning. And intentional learning, to be engaged in intentional learning, the learner, that's us, must invest some effort in reflection. So after attending today, after our talk today, you must set aside time to reflect on, okay, what were my key insights from that 30 to 45-minute session? And with the insights that I got, how this helped me? What will help me? Okay, there are a lot. If there were 5, where can I start? If I just use one, will that create a big impact? What's the impact? Etc. And so on and so forth. So you need time to reflect after every session that you attend and think about how that will help you in terms of achieving your purpose for 2023. It also takes a lot of planning. You need to plan as well. So reflect and plan on how you will use what you learn in order for you to achieve your goal. So that is intentional learning. So for the second P, let's call it programs. Because when we say programs, it's not just about the knowledge and the skills, right? Knowledge and skills. So if you attend a session, you learn something new, or you will learn a new skill and you try to practice that skill, you try to apply that skill. Usually, that's how intentional learning goes, right? So for you, you need to identify, so in relation to your health goal, in relation to your career goal, in relation to your money goals, in relation to the retirement goal that were shared earlier, or to the mind setting goal that were shared earlier, first thing that you need to identify is, what new knowledge must I acquire? What new knowledge must I acquire? What new skills should I implement? Okay? New skills, for example, to be a better mom, the new skill that I should be applying is to listen. If I can listen actively with my coachees during a coaching session, eh, di ba, all the more I should be doing that at home. You know, I should be more patient at home than I am with my clients and coaches. So easier said than done, because usually we our patience, it runs out faster when we are with people who are very familiar with us, when we're with family, right? And that's so sad. So that's something that I had to learn from the Tony Robbins session, after, you know, discovering where my impatience is coming from. So new knowledge, understanding myself, knowledge about myself, self-awareness, and then skill. So how do I apply that now? So knowledge and skills, but most important is the mindset. So what mindset must you change? What new mindset must you have, so that by 2023, as you start working on your goal, you will be able to have that consistency and you will be able to achieve that goal. So mindset plays a big role. We may learn a lot of things. You and I may be very skilled, but where are we coming from? What's our perspective when it comes to what we want to achieve, what we're trying to do, or how we look at the people around us? So that's very critical, because mindset can, of course, overcome knowledge and skills. We may be good at what we do, we may be very skilled, but it's if the mindset is not aligned, that will be a big challenge for you when you start trying to work on your goal. So when we talk of programs, it's not just about knowledge, it's not just about skills, but moreover, or majority of it has a lot to do with mindset. So my question to you is, going back to the goal that you shared earlier, or the goal that you wrote down earlier, so health goal, money goals, career goals, maybe some of you have personal growth goals, right? So can you identify what would be the biggest challenge in terms of mindset as you start working on your goal, as you start moving towards your goal? What would be the biggest mindset challenge that you have? Example, ako. So while you're thinking, guys, no, please feel free to share it in the comment, or please write it down on your notebook, iPad, or whatever you have right now. So ako, for me to have better health next year, I need to overcome the mindset of pagod na ako eh. I'm tired. I deserve to rest. I deserve to sleep. It's the weekend. I deserve to sleep a little late because I always wake up at 5 a.m. Monday to Saturday. That mindset is not helping me. It has been a very big challenge. So, kailangan ko ng mindset that would help me jump up out of bed every morning. So, that is my challenge. What about you? What's your challenge? O kaya, if you like eating chocolate, di ba? I deserve this. This is my reward for working hard today. So we eat chocolates, or we eat cakes, or we eat sugar, we eat donuts. So what is that mindset that is most challenging for you? And that can hinder you from achieving your goal in 2023. So again, I hope you are writing this down. So again, if you were to shift that mindset and just answer this question directly, what new knowledge, skills, and mindset will ignite your transformation? So for me, no excuses. It's getting out of bed every morning. Don't think anymore. Don't snooze. No snoozing of the of the alarm anymore. When it goes off, when the alarm goes off, just get up, because the moment I start thinking, I start rationalizing, and I end up not getting up, not getting out of my bed. So PNC Kabuyao said the comfort zone mindset. Yes, correct, correct. The comfort zone mindset. I'm okay here. I know everyone. I know, right? So when we have been in a role for so long, we become comfortable that we fail to see there are a lot more growth opportunities outside. So, comfort mindset. Yan. So, PNC Kabuya, the question is, what new mindset must you have so that you can, you can break free from that limiting mindset? Reina said, work demands a lot of time, and sometimes I forget my goals and only to realize months has passed already. Agree, agree. I'm sure many of us have experienced this and is still experiencing it. So, what should you do? What should you start doing so that you will not forget your goals anymore? Reina, so what new mindset must you have so that you will have your goals at the top of your mind every day? As you work with your organization, hindi mo nakakalimutan yung personal goals mo. You don't forget about your personal goals. After all, you're just one Rina, 'di ba? You're not Rina the worker, and you're not Rina yung sa personal na buhay. It doesn't work that way. You're one and the same person. So what new mindset will help you? Merong ganito. An example that I can think of is we have a lot of part-timers, right? So we have work, but a lot of people have sidelines, as we call it, no, side hustles, as the younger generation calls it, because they want more income, right? So you start a business, you have work, and you start a business because you want more income. But the moment the work becomes demanding, they forget about the side hustle. Why? Because of the mindset that Rina shared with us. I'm already tired at work. Anyway, I have my income here. So it's okay. I can just do this another time. So you forget about your dream. You forget about the side hustle, which, at the start, sobrang excited ka kasi that's a business opportunity for you. So that mindset, right? The mindset of, it's okay. I still have my work here. I'm stable. So you forget about the goal of having your own business. So that can be. So what new mindset will help you? Ayan, let's read some more. Manny, to be more patient with my attitude as a supervisor. Yan ba yon? So to be more patient. So what mindset are you coming from? Where is the impatience coming from? So what new mindset must you have? Dapat ba may mantra ka everyday, I am a patient supervisor. Ganun ba? I am patient as a supervisor. I am, what is that? What new mindset will help you? And also understand, where is it coming from? Why are you impatient? Is it because you are the expectation is not always, being met by the people around you? Are the expectations clear? Was it, communicated? Did you talk about it? Were there milestones that you agreed on? So a lot of things, no, that you can still think about before you can really help yourself to be more patient. So what is that new mindset that will help you become that? A lot of distractors or distractions, we will talk about that in the next P. Very interesting. Work even on weekends. Yeah, and I have a question about this. Is it a must? Is it non-negotiable that you work on weekends, or is it your choice? Ask yourself. No need to answer me. Just ask yourself, is it your choice to work on weekends, or are you mandated to work on weekends? So what new mindset will help you get that, work life integration, a bit of a balance? It's not really 50-50, but the harmony between your personal life and work life. So ano yung mindset na yun? Jenny, hard work overcome weakness and enhance strengths. Nako, very interesting to talk about this, no? A lot of areas that we can explore to help you unleash or break free from the mindset that is binding you. Okay, current situation, a springboard. Okay, my supervisor. Okay. Magandang pag-usapan to. Is it so your supervisor is short-tempered? What about you? Yan. What is your view on the situation? What is your view on on about your supervisor? What is the situation trying to teach you? A lot of mindsets you can come from. So, yun yung kailangan mong hanapin. Manny. And we can also talk about it, no? But not here. But this is a very interesting conversation. So, we are done with the second P. Ano nga uli yung first P? It's purpose, clarity of where you want to go, how you want to design your life. Second P is programs. And when we say programs, it's about knowledge, upskilling yourself, and mindset that you're coming from. Let's go to the next P. The next P is about, ito na, may distractions, yan, working on weekends, so because I need to meet my deadlines, yan yun. So, for you to be able to work on your goal, progress towards your goal, you have to have a process in place. You have to have a plan in place. Malinaw na sa'yo, health goal, money goal, career goal, personal growth goal, or whatever it is. No, that's waiting for you at point B. Purpose is clear. Why? You ask yourself 7 times. Very clear why it's important to you. Programs, you're already looking for where can I learn new knowledge, new skills, and what new mindset must I have in order for me to get to my point B. The next, of course, is to have a process in place. Plan. Where do I begin? Where do I start? What are the tools available? What are the milestones? How do I know if I'm getting there? If point B is 20 kilometers away from where you're standing, how do I know if I'm getting there? What should I be achieving? 1 mile, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, 3, 4, 5, or every 5 kilometers, what should I be achieving? How do I know if I am successful, if I am progressing? Results are at point B, but what will be the milestones in between before getting to point B? And in the process or in your plan, think about, of course, hindi ka naman naandar lang, di ba? You have to pause and reflect on what should I be adding in my steps, in my process, in my strategy. Is there anything I should be editing or tweaking, improving, enhancing? Is there anything that I need to be deleting in my process, in my plan, or in my strategy? So as you try to move forward towards your goal, every day you will have a lot of moments when you have to make choices. Make choices. So every day, lagi kang merong moment of choice. Example, you're working. You're working on a plan on how you can start your retirement. So let me just borrow one of the goals that were shared here. So you're working on a plan to start your retirement. So you're not yet retiring, but you're starting your plan, your retirement plan already. So while you are thinking, you're reflecting on where to start, here comes your phone, you hear a ping on your phone, or your phone lights up or your phone vibrates. Yan yung distractors that Florante was talking about earlier. So while you are having your focus time, you're planning for your retirement, the phone rings, the phone pings, the phone vibrates. What do we usually do? We usually get our phone, of course, and check who's calling, who sent me a message, etc. Have you ever experienced this? Once you started to pick up the phone and you checked the message and you replied to that message, after 15 minutes, you realize you are still on your phone and you forgot about what you were doing. You forgot that you were having a focus time planning for your retirement or planning for your health goals or planning for your career goals. Na-experience nyo na yun? Have you experienced that? I'm sure, right? Lahat tayo. Na-experience natin yun. So, as you try to go through the process, as you try to implement the plan that you have in place, there will be a lot of moments that you need to choose. And just to simplify, you only have two choices. Two choices. When it comes to action, there are only two choices. Remember, my example was you're thinking about you're having your focus time, you're planning about your retirement, and then the phone rings, the phone vibrates. So, na-distract ka ngayon. So, moment of choice. Two things lang. One is, do I get distracted? Do I allow my phone to distract me? Or do I go the other way? If it's a distraction, it's not the phone that distracted me. And this is based on Mariel. He has this book, very very helpful book. I attended one session that he did for a coaching conference, and when I heard this, grabe, talagang it made my life so much easier in terms of making choices. So when the phone rings or when somebody distracts you, when the TV distracts you, whatever it is that usually you are distracted with, you only have two options. One, give in to that distraction, or in Tagalog, pinatulan mo yung distraction. Give in to that distraction. Your action is based on, if you act on it, na-distract ka. If you don't act on it, it's not a distraction. So going back to my example earlier, you were planning, you're having your focus time, the phone rings, and then you turn it off. You put it down. That's not a distraction, because at that moment your choice is to, I'll check this later, I'll go back to what I'm doing, and I will just check my messages later. So at that moment your choice was to stay on track. So you should be preventing distractions and make time for traction. So making time for traction means you don't give in to the distractions. You don't give in to the TV probably that's in front of you. You don't give in to the food that's around you. I don't know what's usually distracting you. You don't give in to the phone calls or to the messages that come in when you know they're not urgent. You can still handle them later on after 20 minutes, 30 minutes of focus time. So once you start going through your process, implementing your plan as you try to achieve your goal, remember your action only leads to two things. Either your action is taking you away from your goal, that's a distraction, or your action is leading you towards your goal, that is traction. Okay, so I hope this helps you. So for some mindset is the distraction. Pwede. If mindset is the distraction, then what should you start doing, or what should you stop doing so that it's not a distraction? According to neuroscience, if you are the type of person who thinks about a lot of what ifs before you start doing what you need to do, or before you start implementing a plan, sabi ni neuroscience, just do. Nike, just do it. Because once you start thinking, you get lost in your thoughts. So if your mindset is your distraction, if you're scared of failing, scared of the outcome, scared, it might not work, whatever it is that you're planning to do, just stop thinking and just do. Just do it. And then reflect on the outcome later. Just keep on doing and reflect on the outcome later. Okay, so that's one a very practical way of managing your mindset if that is a distraction for you. Doom scrolling, that's what we call it. Yes, Rafael, you are right. So right, it most of the time it happens to us. You just answer one message, and then after 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're still on your phone. So going back, as you implement the plan that you have in place, Just take a look at, okay, this is my action. Is this action keeping me away from my goal? Is it a distraction, or is it helping me make time so that I am on track with my goal? So two things, very simple, very practical way of making choices, right? Right? You don't have a lot of choices. It's either you're distracted or you are on track. So it's very very helpful. At least for me, it was very very helpful. So my question to you is, what is your most immediate next step? As you have identified your goal already, right? And earlier I asked you to write down, what do you need to learn, new knowledge, new skills, and new mindset na kailangan baon mo. So ngayon, as you plot out the process, maybe you're able to write down a few things. Can you identify your most immediate next step? Isa lang, your most immediate next step, because that will serve as a springboard to everything else that you will be doing in terms of the process or the implementation plan that you have. Okay, so what is your most immediate next step? So please write that down on your notes, or you can also share that with us in the comment section. So let's continue. So ilan na tayo? 3 P's: purpose, programs. And again, when we talk about programs, knowledge, skills, and mindset, third P is process, the implementation plan that you have in place. And with that comes moments of choice. And there are only two choices: distraction, that's keeping me away from my goal, or making time for traction. What's an example of making time for traction? I learned how to use D&D on my phone. I learned how to use focus time on my phone. I learned how to use also focus time on my calendar so that no calls will come in during my focus time. And my focus time usually at work is in the morning, first 2 hours of the morning. Okay? So that's making time for traction. I learned to time box my schedules. I also color code my schedules. Green for me, if I can only show you my calendar, green for me are the activities or tasks or meetings that are a priority. So high priority pag green. So para clear when I look at my calendar, okay, greens I cannot reschedule. These are priorities. And it's not all green, don't worry. I also have yellows and reds and oranges in my calendar. So those are examples of making time for traction. So ano yung sayo, no? So think about it. What is your most immediate next step? Is it color coding your calendar? Something very simple. It doesn't have to be grand. The more simple, the better, because you can be more consistent if it's a small, simple step. All right, so next, last P. Last P. According to Tony Robbins, when you spend time, who you spend time with is who you become. Change your life by consciously choosing to surround yourself with people with higher standards. So if you have a health goal, if you have a career goal, if you have a money goal, if you have a fun and leisure goal, family goal, whatever it is, no, in the wheel of life na pinili mo kanina as your goal. The question is, who should you be surrounding yourself with most of the time so that they can serve as your energizers rather than your energy drainers? So sino kaya sila? Identify them. Write down their names. No need to share that with us, of course. Write down their names on your notebook, on your phone, on your iPad. Again, whatever it is that you have, write down their names. You should be surrounded by these people because they can energize you. They can help you achieve your goal. They can serve as motivators, or they can serve as yung tagatulak mo, reminders, di ba? Sometimes it's better if, most of the time actually, it's better if the people who are closest to us know about our goal, because they're the ones who will make us more accountable. They will remind you, di ba ito yung goal mo? Di ba you said you will do this? Di ba you said you wanted this? You said, by the end of 2023, this is what you want. They will remind you, they will pressure you. So surround yourself with them. They will energize you. They will serve as your energy givers instead of energy drainers. So who are they? Write down their names. They are very, very critical to the new you that will come out by as we start 2023. Okay, new circle of people, correct. New circle of people. We're not saying naman, no, i-unfriend nyo yung iba. No, that's not, that's not the message. You can still be friends, of course, but majority of the time, you should be with people who have high standards, who have the same goals probably as you have, diba? If you have a health goal, be with people who are, health conscious. Be with people who are excited to go to the gym, to do exercise, to run, to jog. Kasi energizing yun. No, emotional contagion is real. If you're with them majority of the time, their energy will rub off on you. Diba? In a very, very good way. So, that's the first thing. So, what are we talking about as the last P? Our last P is, of course, people. So, aside from who are the people who can energize you, aside from that, also write down the names of the people who can support you. So is it your children? Is it your husband, your spouse, your significant other? Is it your parents? Is it your best friend? Is it your student? So who are they? For me, when I started the journey of changing yung uh, as I've shared earlier, I'm very impatient. I am impatient at home. I have more patience at work and more patience with when in my coaching conversations. And I shared with you earlier, diba? No, that's unfair, no? Na I am more patient with others than I am with my family. So what I did, because I need their support, I am not aware all the time if my patience is about to be depleted, right? So I asked for their support. I asked for the support of my two children and my husband. I wrote each of them a letter, and I said in my letter to my panganay, to my eldest, I said, when you see or feel that I am about to get angry, when my voice, becomes higher. Kasi they feel it naman eh. So what I wrote in the letter, when you see or feel that the dragon is about to come out, that's what I actually wrote, and it means I'm about to get angry and about to, shout at the top of my voice. So when you feel or see that the dragon is about to come out, I want you to say a magic word, because my eldest is word smart. She's very good with words. So that's why I asked her specifically to say something. What is our magic word? And she said, "Uga buga." So, syempre, di ba, when you hear that, no? Of course, I will laugh, right? I will forget that I'm about to get angry and I will laugh. So, that's our agreement, my eldest and I. So, uga buga. Okay. For my youngest daughter, siya naman, she's very kinesthetic. So, diba, multiple intelligences. So, my eldest is word smart and my youngest is highly kinesthetic. So, body smart, I think that's what we call it, right? So, I told her, when you see or feel that the dragon is about to come out, do something. Kasi highly kinesthetic eh, body smart, do something. So, she said, okay, mommy, I will bring you the dog. Sin carry the dog and literally bring it in front of me. Okay. So that's our agreement. And with my husband, what I said was, okay, I need your support. If you feel or see that the dragon is about to come out, I want you to hug me. When I'm in the middle of talking, right? Just hug me. So who can support me, right? It's them that can support me. So that's why I did that. I wrote each of them a letter, and then leveraging on how they communicate majority of the time. That's what we agreed on. And so far it has worked. The first time that my eldest tried to do that, she was actually scared and had to ask me, "Mommy, is it time? do I say the magic word now? So that's how scared they are of me. That for the first time, she needed to clarify first, is it that time? So, so, that's how you get support from people. So how about you? Who can you get support from, right? Who can support you? Who can you learn from? Who can you learn from? And who can be your mentor or your coach, right? So nice idea, Emily. Thank you so much. Because diba, it has to be something simple, something that you can be consistent with. So again, who can support you? Write their names down, and how. No, you can think about that. How can they support you? Will they be your reminders? What can you learn, or who can you learn from? For me, I learn from my leaders who are very very patient leaders. I have two leaders in my former bosses. They're so very patient. They in Tagalog, walang masamang tinapay. It's like they don't have anger in their body. You know, they always see the good side of things. So they are my role models. So who can I learn from? I have those two. And who can be my mentor and coach? Because you need help to process, right? Experiences, to process things, especially when you're having challenges. So always have that mentor or coach to also support you. So fourth P is people. So apat na tayo: purpose, programs, process, and the fourth one is people. So that's how, those are my tips in terms of igniting transformation. So I hope with the very short period that we have, I hope you were able to get a few things, no, a few tips that can also help you start igniting transformation. So as I end our this part, I think we still have Q&A, right? So as I end this part of our session, kanina I started with a song, so it's only right that I end with a song, right? So let's continue Katy Perry's song of Fireworks. And again, if you know the song, feel free to sing along with me. And it goes like, boom, 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 even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you. And now it's time to let it through. So remember, guys, that we are all capable of doing amazing things. You just gotta ignite that light and start your journey towards who you were truly designed to be. Igniting transformation within you. Thank you so much for having me. So at this point, I'd like to call on again our host, Doc. Hi, Doc. Nakamute po kayo, Doc.
Thank you, Coach Mariel, for all the insights and new learning experiences that you have shared among our participants. And thank you so much for sharing as well your very nice voice. You have sung at the onset of this presentation and until the very end. We heard your beautiful voice, and what you have presented is truly interesting. Indeed, this seminar has ignited our hearts and souls. And if I would have a takeaway for this session, that would be on purpose. Okay, that we really need to define our purpose, because that would be the deepest why, diba? Why are we existing? To whom are we existing? And many of our decisions, these are guided by our purpose. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
PSQ Nation, I hope that you learned something also in something new in today's session, and may we know your takeaways, your key takeaways. We are opening the platform for your for the participants to raise your takeaways, your questions, or your clarifications, or just simply show your appreciation to Coach Mariel. So if you have anything that you would like to share, kindly type it in your comment boxes, and we will flash them on the screen. So many of our participants are saying thank you, and one of our participants expressed virtual hug. Okay, Sir
Thank you.
RJ Cortez said, thank you so much, PSQ and Coach Mariel, for this awesome session. Kudos.
Doc, meron lang gustong balikan kanina. Somebody shared, I think, was it Rina who shared na when she gets busy at work, she forgets about her goals? Right? So there was one
Yeah.
participant who shared that. Siguro another tip is always make sure, kasi out of sight, out of mind. So how can you remind yourself? For me, nakikita nyo sa likod, ayan no, kikita nyo that orange thing? Yan yung goals namin until end of 2023. And then I have pictures of my kids there and picture of my husband. So nandyan siya because so at the early morning when you wake up, that's the first thing that you see because we get lost in the craziness of our daily lives eh. 'Di ba? So, yun that's another tip on how you can, remind yourself that life is more than just work. Your life is the wheel of life. That's the entirety of your life.
Yes, we have to always be reminded of the reasons why we are getting up in the morning, and that particularly is our family members, of course, our loved ones. Thank you so much for sharing that tip, Coach Mariel. So, are there anything else that you would like to share? Yeah, that's a vision board. That's true, Des. Thank you so much, PSQ, as mentioned by Miss Jenny Calot. Sir Jenny Calot. Okay. Who else would like to share your key takeaways? Okay, Coach,
Mm.
Sir Rafael is asking, Coach, I would like to address 1P, which is the antithesis of the 4 Ps. Yeah, procrastination.
Okay. The way to
Procrastination.
Thank you, Rafael. The way to deal with procrastination is find out why are you procrastinating? Is it an activity that you don't enjoy? Because usually activities that we don't enjoy, activities that we dread, we defer it, we delay it. Example, I hate doing reports. I hate it. So every time there's a reporting that needs to happen the next day, I delay it until end of the day. Yung end of the day na you're already tired kasi it has been a long day already. But I always delay it. So, why? Because I don't enjoy doing it. So, Rafael, think about that first. Why are you delaying it? You don't like doing it? You dread doing it? Are you afraid of doing it? Where's the fear coming from? What is that? What is the reason behind that procrastination? So, think about that. And then, think about, so how do I start enjoying it? How do I start? So for me, I said I hate doing reports. So what I did was every time I start doing reports, I listen to music because music to me is very invigorating. So I listen to fast music. I have a playlist of music that energizes me. So I started doing that as a hack. I listen to the music while I'm doing my report. So until ang nangyari, I don't see the report anymore as something dreadful because in what's filling up my mind is the music. And then, as you're working, you're enjoying it because the music is there. So that's what happened to me. So I stopped procrastinating already because I found the hack. So for you, I don't know if that will help you better if we talk because I need to understand more where that procrastination is coming from. But you can start with that. Why are you procrastinating? Is that something that you're enjoying? If not, why are you not enjoying it? Are you afraid of something? What are you afraid of? What is, holding you back from doing that task? So what is that? Understand that first and then try to find a hack for it.
And we will find that hack. Okay, Ma'am Emily, Ma'am Emily Yunsa said, my main takeaway is first to surround yourself with people which will energize you. That I agree.
Yes.
Okay, we have to surround ourselves with people whom will make us happy too. Sir Florante, Dr. Florante also said, thank you so much, Coach Mariel. You are amazing. Sir Perry Castilla, if yeah, that said, thank you so much, Coach. Sir Rafael
Yes.
Alam Sagi said, I should think creatively then. Might be singing to a team member to convey this without being offensive. Ma'am Gina Zenyo Navarre said, you are amazing, Coach Mariel. Thank you, PSQ. Thank you, Coach Mariel. And Ma'am Angeline, and Annalyn said, thank you, PSQ Nation, for this opportunity for having Coach Mariel. Yes, Coach Mariel, you are indeed fantastic. Okay, so those are the comments and feedbacks coming in from our PSQ Nation. So once again, thank you so much to our resource speaker. Let us give her a loud virtual applause. At this juncture, may we request we will be presenting the certificate of our appreciation to our resource speaker. Let me read the citation for imparting valuable insights and inspiration to the participants during the PSQ's November 2022 national webinar with the topic Igniting Transformation Within You on November 25, 22nd, signed by our President Dr. Ray B. Fremista. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to Coach Mariel Tablan. Thank you so much, Coach Mariel.
Thank you for
So
having
may we
me.
request our participants to scan. Welcome, Coach Mariel. May we request our participants to please scan the QR code flashed in the screen, or you may check the email that we have sent you. We have sent the post evaluation survey. So kindly do so. So we can have resources to further enhance or improve the webinars provided by the Philippine Society for Quality.
If in case
So
you have questions and baka you're not comfortable putting them here in the comment section, feel free to send me a message sa LinkedIn, no? And then perhaps, we can just talk about it there. So I'm open to that. I'm really very passionate about helping people in their growth and development. So feel free to message me in LinkedIn and we can further discuss yung specific situations ninyo.
wow, thank you so much, Coach Mariel, for that generosity. At this point, may I present to you the Philippine Society for Quality. This is true to our vision. We are continuously providing relevant and certification activities which are responsive to the needs of the industries. And our members of the society enjoy a lot of benefits. We have invited a lot of renowned gurus throughout the years. We have partnered with different local and international organizations for collaborative projects. On your screens are the different trainings and awards that we have facilitated as an organization because we promote quality awareness and practices in both private and public. And PSQ is the private administrator of the Philippine Quality Awards, the highest national recognition given here in the Philippines. And this is the newest program of the Philippine Society for Quality, the technical hubs. If you are interested to be part of any of these technical hubs, please feel free to contact our secretariat or visit our website, or visit any of the social media pages of the Philippine Society for Quality. So we invite you, please be with us, and we are once again looking forward to seeing you again on the various activities laid down by the Society. And we have come to the end of our webinar this afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you who attended this activity, especially to the participants and to our coach, Mariel. Have a great day, everyone. God bless.